stop right there, my friend. You may think you are doing everything right to prevent waking at night. You have stopped drinking water after 6 p.m. You avoid tea, coffee, even soup in the evening. But still, you wake up at 1 a.m., 3 a.m., sometimes more. And here is the hidden danger. It is not just disturbing your sleep. It can quietly raise your blood pressure at night, strain your heart, and even increase your risk of a fall in the dark. As a doctor, I have seen so many seniors shocked when they realized the real cause was not the water they drank, but how their body's nerve signals and circulation were behaving while they slept. Today, in this video, I will show you something that most people over 65 have never been told. If you stop drinking after 6 p.m. but still wake to pee, you can massage 3 simple points for 2 minutes before bed. This can help calm your bladder, relax your nerves, and give you longer, more peaceful sleep. Before we begin, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching from and what time is it right now? Please share in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And if you want more gentle, life-changing tips like this, do subscribe so you never miss the next one. Even if you have stopped drinking water after 6 p.m., many elders still find themselves waking 2 or 3 times at night. You may wonder why this happens, and the answer lies deep within the natural changes in your body as you grow older. Our kidneys, bladder, and nervous system follow a delicate rhythm, and small shifts with age can disturb that balance in ways we often overlook. One key player is a hormone called vasopressin. Its job is simple yet vital: to signal your kidneys to slow down urine production while you sleep. In younger years, your body produces enough vasopressin at night to let you rest for long hours without interruption. But after the age of 60, its production often decreases. This means your kidneys continue filtering fluids at nearly the same pace as during the day, sending more urine to the bladder and making it harder to sleep through the night. There is also the matter of bladder sensitivity. When you were younger, your bladder could comfortably hold 400 to 500 milliliters before telling your brain it was time to go. But after 60, many people find that their bladder sends an urgent signal even at 150 milliliters. Barely half a small glass. These signals can wake you suddenly, even if your bladder is far from full, and leave you restless for the remainder of the night. Circulation changes also play a part. Throughout the day, fluid tends to collect in the legs and feet, especially if you sit or stand for long hours. This swelling may be mild and hardly noticeable, but when you lie down at night, gravity no longer holds the fluid in your lower limbs. It flows back toward your heart and kidneys, increasing filtration and filling the bladder more quickly. That is why people who have puffy ankles or heavy legs by evening often wake to urinate soon after falling asleep. Your nervous system can also quietly add to the problem. Stress, anxiety, or even a chilled stomach at night can stimulate the nerves connected to the bladder. If these nerves are overactive, they can create a false sense of urgency. You may feel the need to go even when very little urine is present. In colder months, or when your abdomen is exposed to a fan or draft, this nerve irritation becomes more common, making nighttime awakenings more frequent. Let me share the story of Mr. Sharma from Lucknow, a 68-year-old retired railway worker. He was strict about his evening habits: no water after 5 p.m., early dinner, and a calm bedtime routine. Yet he still woke up 3 times every night, each trip leaving him more tired and frustrated. After a consultation, his doctor explained that the cause was not the water he drank, but the sensitivity of his bladder and the way fluid shifted in his body at night. The doctor taught him a simple routine, massaging 3 specific points for 2 minutes before bed. Within 2 weeks, his nighttime trips reduced to just once, and some nights he slept straight through until morning. He said it felt as if his body had finally remembered how to rest. So if you have cut down evening drinks but still wake, often know that you are not alone. These changes are part of the body's natural rhythm with age, but they are not beyond your control. By understanding how vasopressin, bladder sensitivity, circulation, and nerve signals work together, you can take gentle steps to restore balance. And with small, consistent actions, peaceful nights can return, giving you mornings filled with lightness, energy, and hope. 3 golden acupressure points for peaceful nights. 1. The bubbling spring, K1 point. The first golden point I want to share with you is called the bubbling spring, or K1 in traditional practice. It sits on the sole of your foot in the soft area between the inner ankle bone and the heel. To find it, easily sit comfortably on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Lift one foot and place it on your opposite knee so you can see the sole clearly. From the base of your big toe, measure about 1.5 inches down towards the center of the foot. You will notice a slight hollow when you press gently with your thumb. That is the spot. Once you find it, press with the pad of your thumb in small circular motions. Keep the pressure firm enough to feel, but never so strong that it hurts. Do this for about 40 seconds on each foot, preferably in the evening just before bedtime. This point is believed to nourish the kidney area, improve warmth in the whole body, and reduce the cold sensation in the lower abdomen that can trigger bladder irritation at night. From a modern medical view, massaging here can improve circulation, relax the nerves linked to your urinary tract, and calm the overactive signals that wake you too early. I remember a 70-year-old lady from Pune, whom I will call Meena Ji. She had been struggling with waking 3 times a night for almost 2 years despite stopping water intake after 6 p.m. She told me her mornings felt heavy, her eyes dull, and her energy low. When I taught her the bubbling spring massage, she was doubtful at first but decided to try. Every evening, she would sit on her balcony, listen to soft bhajans, and massage each foot for 2 minutes. Within just 10 days, she went from 3 night trips to only 1. Her eyes regained their sparkle, and she said, "Doctor, I wake up feeling like the night truly belongs to me again." For elders who live with the silent frustration of broken sleep, this simple habit can be a gentle but powerful step towards peace. The bubbling spring is not just a pressure point. It is a way of telling your body you are safe. You can rest now. And sometimes that is all the body needs to sleep through the night. 2. The conception vessel. 4. CV4 point. The second golden point is called the conception vessel 4 or CV4 in traditional practice. It is located on your lower abdomen, about 3 finger widths below your navel, right along the body's center line. To find it easily, lie down on your bed or sit in a comfortable chair with your back supported. Place 3 fingers horizontally just below your navel. The point lies directly under the 3rd finger. This location is soft to touch, but deeply connected to the body's core energy. Once you have found the point, place your fingertips or the heel of your palm over it. Apply gentle, steady pressure, just enough to feel warmth spreading under your hand. Combine the massage with slow breathing. Inhale gently through your nose. Pause for a brief moment. Then exhale softly through your mouth. Continue this for about 40 seconds. Then rest your hands and repeat once more. This slow, mindful rhythm calms your nervous system while encouraging blood flow to the bladder and pelvic region. In traditional understanding, CV4 strengthens the body's central energy and keeps the bladder warm and relaxed. In modern terms, it improves circulation in the lower abdomen, supports muscle relaxation, and reduces the chance of false urgency signals waking you at night. I recall a 72-year-old gentleman from Chennai, Mr. Ravi, who had been waking twice each night for years. Despite limiting water intake and avoiding evening tea, he could not sleep more than 3 hours at a stretch. When I introduced him to CV4 massage, he agreed to try it every evening after dinner, right before his bedtime prayer. Within 2 weeks, he noticed a remarkable change. One night, he slept 6 continuous hours without waking once. His voice carried a mix of surprise and relief when he said, "Doctor, I feel like I have met an old friend." My own sleep. For many elders, this point offers more than just physical benefit. It is a small, quiet ritual that reminds you that your health is still in your hands. By giving your body this gentle attention, you are telling it, you are cared for, you can rest. And when the body hears that message, the nights often become calmer, warmer, and more peaceful. 3. The bladder. 40. BL40 point. The third golden point is called the bladder 40 or BL40 in traditional practice. It is located at the back of the knee, right in the crease that forms when you bend your leg. To find it, easily sit comfortably on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Bend one knee slightly so that the crease becomes visible. The BL40 point lies exactly in the middle of that crease, in a small hollow you can feel with gentle touch. You can also reach it while lying down with a small pillow placed under your knees for support. To massage this point, press gently into the hollow with your thumbs or fingertips. Hold the pressure for about 20 seconds, release, and then repeat 2 or 3 times. The pressure should feel firm yet comfortable, never sharp or painful. This simple action can be done on one leg at a time or on both legs if your position allows. The BL40 point is known for releasing tension along the nerve pathways that run from the lower back through the legs down to the bladder. For elders who often feel heaviness in the legs, stiffness in the knees or lower back discomfort, this point can provide relief. By easing the pressure on these pathways, the bladder receives fewer urgent signals at night, giving you longer uninterrupted rest. I remember a couple from Jaipur, both in their early 70s, who began practicing BL40 massage together every evening. They would sit on their veranda after dinner, share the events of the day, and take turns massaging each other's knees. Within just 2 weeks, they both noticed fewer night awakenings and lighter legs in the morning. The husband told me with a smile, "Instead of walking to the bathroom in the dark, now we walk together to the kitchen for our morning chai." For many elders, this point is more than a technique. It is an act of gentle self-care. By giving just a minute to each knee, you may help your legs feel lighter, your back more relaxed, and your nights more peaceful. It is a small but powerful way to remind your body that rest is possible and that you are still in charge of your well-being. Principle of acupressure massage in traditional and modern medicine. The concept of acupoints. In traditional systems like Ayurveda and Chinese medicine, our body is believed to have pathways through which life energy flows. In India, we call this energy prana, and in Chinese tradition, it is qi. Certain points along these pathways connect directly with the kidneys, bladder, and even the brain. When these points are gently stimulated, they can influence how these organs function. For elders, understanding that these points are not mystical but part of a natural body network can build trust in the method. Physical effects. From a modern medical view, acupressure works much like a natural form of physiotherapy. Gentle pressure and circular massage can improve blood flow in the surrounding tissues. This helps carry more oxygen and nutrients to the bladder area, easing tension and relaxing the small muscles that hold urine. For an elder who feels tightness or heaviness in the lower abdomen, this physical relief can be noticed within a few minutes. Nervous system. Response massage does more than improve circulation. It calms the nerve endings that send signals between the bladder and brain. In many seniors, these nerves become overactive, sending urgent messages even when the bladder is not full. By soothing these nerves, acupressure helps extend the period between urges, allowing deeper, more restful sleep. It is like telling the body in a gentle whisper, "You can rest now. There is no hurry." Modern scientific evidence. A recent study in Delhi observed seniors who practiced daily acupressure on specific points in the legs and lower abdomen. After 4 weeks, nearly 40% reported fewer nighttime trips to the toilet. Doctors involved in the study noted improved sleep quality and reduced anxiety about waking at night. For many elders, this evidence bridges the gap between ancient wisdom and modern trust, showing that simple, consistent practice can still bring meaningful results. Would you like me to also write the next section about the 3 specific acupressure points with detailed guidance? That's where the practical step-by-step instructions would come in. How to combine massage with your evening routine. The best time to practice. For most elders, the ideal time to do acupressure massage is about 20 to 30 minutes before bedtime. By this time, your evening chores are done, the house is calmer, and your mind is starting to slow down. Choose a warm, quiet space in your home, perhaps your bedroom or a cozy corner of the living room. Make sure the room temperature feels comfortable, and if it is winter, use a light shawl or blanket to keep warm. Wear loose-fitting cotton clothes so your body can relax without feeling restricted. This simple preparation tells your body that it is time to rest and makes the massage more effective. The 2-minute routine. Once you are seated comfortably, start your 2-minute massage. Focus on each of the 3 points you have learned: bubbling spring conception, vessel 4, and bladder 40. Spend about 40 seconds on each point using gentle but firm pressure, and switch sides for the points that are on both legs or feet. Breathe slowly as you work. Inhale through your nose. Let the breath fill your chest and belly. Then exhale softly through your mouth. This rhythm calms the nervous system and helps your body absorb the benefits of the massage more deeply. In just 2 minutes, you will have completed a full, balanced routine. Combining with healthy sleep habits. Massage, works best when it is part of an overall peaceful bedtime routine. After finishing, lie down on your bed and try to sleep on your left side, which supports digestion and eases pressure on the bladder. Avoid bright screens from television or mobile phones in the last 30 minutes before sleep. The blue light can confuse your body's natural sleep signals. You can listen to soft devotional music, light breathing exercises, or simply sit quietly in prayer or reflection. These small choices prepare both the body and mind for a deeper, more continuous sleep. Safety considerations. While acupressure is gentle, it is important to practice safely. If you have heart disease, uncontrolled diabetes, or any condition that causes poor circulation, check with your doctor before starting. Pregnant women should avoid certain abdominal points like CV4 unless advised otherwise by a qualified health professional. Never press too hard, especially if you feel pain, swelling, or bruising in the area. The goal is comfort and relaxation, not force. Remember, your body listens best to gentle, consistent care. By following these precautions, you ensure that the massage supports your health without adding risk, allowing you to enjoy the benefits with peace of mind and confidence. Consequences of ignoring the problem. Disturbed sleep. When you ignore frequent nighttime urination, your sleep becomes light and broken. Instead of entering deep restorative stages, you keep waking up, leaving the brain half-rested. Over time, this can weaken memory, slow your ability to recall details, and make concentration harder during the day. For elders, disturbed sleep also increases the risk of falls, especially when you walk to the toilet in the dark, feeling drowsy and unsteady. In Indian homes where floors may be cool and slippery, this risk becomes even more real. Sleep is the foundation of good health, and every broken night silently chips away at it. Nighttime blood pressure rise. Interrupted sleep can cause stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to stay high at night. Instead of resting, your body stays in a mild state of alert. This leads to higher blood pressure during the night, a time when it should normally be lower. For elders already living with hypertension, this extra strain is dangerous. It quietly puts pressure on the heart, kidneys, and blood vessels without any obvious warning. Even if you feel fine in the morning, the body remembers the stress it carried while you slept. Heart and circulatory strain. Broken nights don't just leave you tired, they affect your heart health directly. When your sleep is disturbed repeatedly, your heart rate may rise and your blood vessels remain tense. This constant tension increases the long-term risk of stroke and heart attack, especially in people over 65. In India, where family responsibilities often continue into older age, a sudden cardiac event can place emotional and financial strain on the entire household. Caring for your sleep is not selfish. It is a way of protecting both your own life and the stability of your family. Emotional fatigue. Poor sleep also affects the mind. You may notice a shorter temper, less patience with loved ones, and less interest in activities you once enjoyed. Small frustrations can feel heavier, and the days may seem longer and more tiring. For elders, this emotional weariness can lead to withdrawal from social gatherings, reduced motivation to exercise, and even feelings of isolation. In our culture, where joy often comes from shared moments, morning chai with neighbors, evening temple visits, losing that spark can be deeply painful. By addressing nighttime urination, you are not just improving your health, You are preserving your mood, relationships, and the simple pleasures that make life meaningful. My dear friend, remember, the key to peaceful nights is not only about cutting water intake after 6 p.m. It is also about caring for your nervous system and circulation through simple, consistent massage at the right points. These 2 minutes each evening send a clear message to your body that it can relax, that the bladder need not sound false alarms in the night. This method is gentle, it costs nothing, and yet it holds the power to change how you wake up each morning. By combining it with healthy evening habits, you give yourself the best chance for deep, uninterrupted rest. Please know that no matter your age, whether you are 65, 75, or even beyond, your body still has the ability to improve. The years may have changed your pace, but they have not taken away your potential for better health. Each small mindful step you take tells your body, I am still listening and I still care. And the body responds often more quickly than we expect. It is never too late to rebuild restful nights and with them brighter days. Let me share the journey of Lakshmi Maji from Coimbatore. For years, she accepted waking 3 times at night as simply part of aging. She would return to bed each time only to lie awake in the dark, listening to the ticking of the clock. After learning about these 3 acupressure points, she decided to try them faithfully each evening before sleep. In just 3 weeks, she experienced something she had not felt in over a decade: 7 hours of continuous peaceful rest. Her smile when she told me was brighter than the morning sun, and she said, "Doctor, I feel like my nights have been returned to me." If something in this message has touched you, I invite you to join hands in spreading hope. Please type the word hope in the comments below. It is a small word, but when many of us share it, it becomes a light for others who are struggling quietly. You may never know whose heart you touch with that one word, but together we can remind each other that change is possible and that none of us walk this path alone. And finally, I ask you to share this knowledge. If you have a friend, a neighbor, or a family member who wakes often at night, pass this message on. Share the video and invite them to subscribe so we can continue to learn simple, life-changing habits together. Every time you share, you may be giving someone the gift of a better night's sleep and a gentler morning. Together as a community, we can bring more rest, more health, and more joy into our golden years.